Japan's comedians versus American comedians. How Japan's comedians are a lot more popular in Japan. Comedy is a universal form of entertainment that transcends cultures and languages. However, the way comedians are perceived and their roles in society can vary significantly between countries. In Japan, comedians enjoy a level of fame and influence that is quite different from their counterparts in the United States. Japanese comedians are not just entertainers, they often serve as newscasters, marry models, and become integral parts of mainstream media. The role of comedians in Japan versus America. In the United States, comedians are primarily known for their stand-up routines, late-night shows, and sitcoms. They often comment on current events, politics, and social issues, using humor as a tool to critique and reflect on society. American comedians like Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, and Ellen DeGeneres have built their careers on stand-up comedy and have expanded into television, film, and even talk shows. However, their influence tends to remain within the entertainment industry. In contrast, Japanese comedians play a much more diverse role in society. While stand-up comedy does exist in Japan, the most popular format is manzai, a traditional form of comedy that involves a duo, one playing the straight man and the other the fool. Manzai is characterized by rapid-fire dialogue, wordplay, and puns, often dealing with everyday situations rather than political or social commentary. Japanese comedians are also regular fixtures on variety shows, where they participate in skits, games, and challenges. These shows are a staple of Japanese television, and comedians often become household names through their appearances. Unlike in the US, where comedians might be confined to specific genres, Japanese comedians are expected to be versatile, adapting to various formats, including acting, singing, and even hosting. Comedians as newscasters and TV personalities. One of the most striking differences between Japanese and American comedians is the former's presence in mainstream media beyond entertainment. In Japan, it is not uncommon for comedians to take on the role of newscasters or television hosts. Shows like Sakiri, a popular morning news program, are often hosted by comedians who bring a lighter, more humorous touch to the news. Notable comedians seen on TV are Sunshine Aisaki and Buruzen Chimi. This approach contrasts sharply with American news, where the role of a newscaster is typically reserved for journalists or media professionals. The idea of a comedian delivering news might seem odd from an American perspective, but in Japan, it reflects the public's trust in these entertainers. Japanese audiences often view comedians as relatable figures who can provide both entertainment and insights into current events. This dual role allows comedians to maintain a strong connection with their audience, making them more influential and respected in society. Celebrity status and marriages to models. In Japan, comedians often achieve a level of celebrity that rivals or even surpasses that of actors and musicians. This fame extends beyond the television screen, with many comedians becoming tabloid fixtures due to their high-profile marriages and relationships. It is not unusual for popular comedians to date or marry models, actresses, or other celebrities, further cementing their status as public figures. For example, comedian Toshifumi Fujimoto is known not only for his comedic talents, but also for his marriage to model Yukina Kinoshita. Similarly, comedian Hiroyuki Ariyoshi, who is a prominent television host, has been linked to several high-profile relationships. These marriages and relationships often attract significant media attention, blurring the lines between entertainment, news, and celebrity culture in Japan. In contrast, while American comedians may also achieve celebrity status and have high-profile relationships, their influence in the entertainment industry is often more segmented. Comedians in the US typically do not cross over into news media or achieve the same level of mainstream celebrity as their Japanese counterparts. The popularity and influence of Japanese comedians. The popularity of Japanese comedians can be attributed to several factors. First, the variety show format, which is a cornerstone of Japanese television, allows comedians to showcase their talents across a broad spectrum of entertainment. Whether participating in skits, hosting shows, or interacting with other celebrities, comedians are constantly in the public eye, building a strong connection with viewers. Second, the cultural value placed on humility and relatability in Japan contributes to the appeal of comedians. Japanese comedians often portray themselves as ordinary people who experience the same struggles and joys as their audience. This relatability makes them more approachable and beloved by the public, as they are seen not just as entertainers, but as representatives of the common person. Additionally, the ability of comedians to adapt to different roles, whether as actors, hosts, or even newscasters, ensures their continued relevance in Japanese media. This versatility is a key factor in their enduring popularity. In Japan, a comedian's career can span decades, with many comedians remaining in the public eye long after their initial rise to fame. Comparison to American comedians. While American comedians are undoubtedly popular and influential, their roles are more specialized compared to their Japanese counterparts. In the US, comedians typically stick to comedy, whether it's stand-up, television, or film. While some comedians like Stephen Colbert or Jon Stewart have crossed over into political commentary, this is not the norm. Moreover, American comedians are often known for their sharp wit and sometimes controversial humor, which can limit their appeal to a broader audience. In contrast, Japanese comedians tend to avoid controversial topics, focusing instead on humor that is more universally relatable and less polarizing. This approach allows them to maintain a broader appeal, contributing to their widespread popularity. Japanese comedians occupy a unique place in their country's cultural landscape, serving not only as entertainers, but also as influential public figures. Their versatility, ability to connect with audiences, and presence across multiple media platforms make them far more popular and integrated into everyday life than their American counterparts. While both American and Japanese comedians play essential roles in their respective cultures, the broader influence and mainstream appeal of Japanese comedians set them apart, making them an indispensable part of Japan's entertainment industry and society.